There is nothing like a bright and crisp morning in the Victorian High Country, and what better way to spend it than to tackle some of the great four-wheel drive roads on offer in this part of the world. We're off to conquer another iconic track in the Australian Alps, and while some of us decided to go the easy way and take the bridge, others decided to be a bit more adventurous as the river crossing looked much more interesting. The track that we're headed for, and one that we've really been looking forward to, is none other than the Goat Bluff Track. Supposedly the steepest gazetted road in Victoria, as it climbs just over 1200 metres in 7 kilometres. That should be a great challenge for our Pajero, Hilux, Triton and Prado. Now the first part of the track is pretty rough, and we go straight into low range as soon as we turned off the main road. And after a few kilometres we came to a helicopter landing point. And there it is, the main section of the Goat Bluff Road, heading straight up the ridge of the mountain. We'd been told to expect some pretty decent steps and rock ledges on this track, and that we'd need to consider our driving lines very carefully to ensure we get up the steepest sections, so we were anticipating a real challenge. This first section after the helicopter landing was downhill, and we all set off a little apprehensively, wondering what the uphill sections would bring us. But it wasn't long before we would be heading uphill, and so far it had been easier than we had expected. Once we got to the uphill climb, it certainly got steep, and the terrain was mixed between rocky steps and very slippery bull dust in places. And as you can see from a distance, it really is a spectacular looking track. It wasn't long before we started to reach the hard stuff, and we all had to pick our lines carefully. The LSDs on the Triton and the Hilux were getting a good workout, whilst the traction control on the Pajero was constantly beeping, protesting the workout it was getting. And even in the Prado with its factory diff locks, they were engaged and being put to good use. But even though we were all driving pretty much standard four-wheel drives, we all made it up the treacherous sections to the top, where the road narrows across the very ridge of the mountain with near vertical drops on either side. At the top of the mountain is the Pinnacles, and the view from here is unobstructed and absolutely fantastic. It took just over 2 hours to reach the top, but our four-wheel drives all did a great job, and now all that's left to do is head back down.